Shalom, Yasharala, Shalom. Kalalayam, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honor to the pastor and elders of Great Millstone, who teach one of Wu well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives through the four corners of the earth. And to the Akwith listening and learning, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin Camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, the title of this lesson will come, but it has to do with, war drums, war report, update on World War III, you know what I mean? But the spirit's taking me in another direction. I was uploading this, just a news clip, a minute and 51, but I was gonna upload it, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'll leave the description in the box. But it's just a news report on the 36 rockets that were fired in the land of Israel overnight, right? From a journalist is saying it's from the Gaza, right? But the Spirit's taking me in another direction, because when I was getting ready to upload, you can see the elder brother Malcolm has a video here. Only blood can cleanse this land, right? And that's spiritual, man, right? So I wanted to grab Joel 3, verse 6, I believe. But before I grab that, because this is spiritual, man. Only blood can cleanse the land. Numbers 35, verse 33, and it reads, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." Right. So polluted land, this whole earth, this whole planet is defiled by the conqueror, the colonizer, right? The blood of the slain, the Babylon, beginning with Babylon the Great, America the Great, it's blood soaked, right? From the blood of the slain has soaked the land, man. Right? So the only way for it to be purified, cleansed, is for those that were doing the slaying, those that were shedding the blood, for their blood to be shed, right? Right. And this video, this little video, the 36 rockets fired, war is building up, war report, World War III drums are beaten, right? But this was spiritual, because that land over there is going to be purged with fire. It's going to be purged, right? And this verse 34 is a cut, because these 1948ers, they say they are the chosen, right? These 1948ers, right? But this right here, Numbers 35 and 34, is a cut. "Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit," right? This is the Most High speaking through Moses the prophet, saying, "Where I'm sending you, my children, my chosen, where I'm sending you, defile it not," right? "Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, dwell among the children of Israel," right? Israel being a people before a place. You so-called indigenous, you so-called Latino, you so-called Negro, right? So this is a cut on them 1948ers. All they're doing is defiling the land, soaking it with blood, doing their abominable things, right? Isaiah chapter 2. Get another one before we go to Joel and close out. It's another cut. Isaiah chapter 2. Verse 3. And it reads, and many people shall go and say, Come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, of the house of power, of the house of the power of Jacob," right? So many people are going to be saying, "Yeah, we need to learn from the Most High's chosen, right? The mountain of the Lord, the people of the Lord, right? We need to learn from the power of Jacob, right? And he will teach us his ways," right? The law, statutes, and commandments, the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? This hasn't happened yet. This is a kingdom prophecy, man, right? and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Right? Here's the point. For out of Zion, right? Out of Zion, out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai from Jerusalem. Right. So in the kingdom, all of the nations are going to be under our feet, man. And the law is going to go forth out of Zion, out of Yasharallah. Right? The whole world is going to do the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So this is a cut on the 1948ers. Because this hasn't happened. Verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Right? There's going to be peace. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Right? This is a cut on them 1948ers. Right? Because when the children of Israel return to the land of Israel, there'll be peace. Right? And they're only returning by way of the hand of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? It says that in let's go with the spirit. Jeremiah 16 verse 14, and it reads, therefore behold, the days come, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? This hasn't happened yet. That it shall no more be said, the Lord, all caps, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, Mizraim. This is the ancient world delivery. This is the delivery by the hand of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai through his prophet, through his servant Moses. Right? That was the first deliverance. Right? Verse 15. Here's the point. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel. Right? Israel being a people before a place. You so-called indigenous, you so-called Negro, you so-called Latino. Right? From the land of the north. Right? Where we're scattered. Babylon the Great, America the Great. Scattered throughout the four corners. But this is talking about a Babylon the Great, America the Great. The deliverance from Babylon the Great, America the Great. And from all the lands whither he hath driven them out. Right? All the lands where we're scattered. Throughout the four corners. And I will bring them again. Who? Yahweh. B'Shem Yahushai. It's by his hand he's going to bring back the children of Israel into the land. The children of Israel being a people before it's a place, into the land. It's by his hand this is going to happen. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, right? But yeah, we'll close out with the original scripture that I wanted to go in with this news clip. But we'll just close out with this. Joel chapter 3, verse 9, and it reads, we'll close out with this. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? You heathen nations out here. Proclaim ye this, right? This is an announcement, right? Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, right? And this is what we see happening. War is being prepared, man, to spark off. World War III is coming, right? Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of the war, Salak, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, right? Get ready for war. War is gonna pop off, and this is what we see happening. All these proxy wars, these skirmishes is leading up into World War III, man. You see me? I pray you're edified. I don't want to stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Kwame Asharala, Wa Abad, Babal.